There are too many items in video games. Okay, so I know there's a whole subgenre of games called collectathons. Sometimes though, there's just too many items and too little reward, and it's all pointless, and I don't get it. If we take Breath of the Wild, for example, there's 900 Korok seeds, and if you collect all of them, you get a golden little poop. That's it. That's it. Collecting them is hard and tedious, and there's zero reward. So it's literally just for the masochists out there. And these are optional side story content type of things, so it doesn't really matter, but sometimes it's part of the plot. Like if we take Super Mario Odyssey, for example, Super Mario Odyssey has 800 moons. One kingdom has 89 moons by itself. You only need 124 moons to beat the game, which means that there are over 700 moons that you don't even need to collect. They're completely pointless. The team that made Super Mario Odyssey made Donkey Kong Bonanza recently. In Donkey Kong Bonanza, there is 1,000 bananas that you can collect, and 0 of them are required to beat the game. And look, I don't have a problem with the overall number, although that's too big, but it's just like the reward system kind of sucks. You can get a moon for completing a really hard platforming challenge, and then you can also get a moon for just talking to an NPC. So if you're always winning, then you're never winning realistically. Kind of reminds me of a Futurama clip.
A casino where I always win? That's boring. I must really be in hell!
And then other games have too many items in a different way, and they end up becoming inventory management simulators. For example, I've been playing a lot of Arc Raiders recently with my friends, and I feel like I spend more time managing my inventory than I do actually playing the game. In Arc Raiders, I never know what's safe to recycle or what's going to be needed to upgrade an item or a workbench later on down the road. And some items are used to craft other items, which are then used to craft other items. So it's like we're going down a rabbit hole of items, and I don't need any of these things. Like, why are you making me do all this inventory management? Like, why do I have to refine an item into another item into another item? And like, I'm sure they play tested the crap out of this, so there's a reason why all of this stuff is in the game in the first place. Maybe it's because I have ADHD and I get overwhelmed by having all this stuff. And look, I get it. Some of this stuff is used to encourage exploration. Sometimes it's there to artificially extend the game, and sometimes people actually enjoy this stuff. In Donkey Kong Bonanza, in the very beginning, I was hyped to get a banana. But then towards the end of the game, I realized that all of it was pointless. You only need bananas to upgrade your skill tree, which you don't even need the skill tree realistically if you're just okay at the game. In my opinion, there's just way too many items in way too many games, and they could trim all that stuff down. So let me know in the comments what game you think is most egregious for doing this. Actually, let me know if you really enjoy this stuff. I'd be super curious to know who actually likes doing all this stuff. Anyway, like, subscribe. It really helps me out, keeps me going.